So I know a lot of you guys have been asking yourself a question. Why have you been always attracting why have you usually been attracting narcissists? You know, you are this beautiful person, you're a nice person, you know that you don't have any wrong intentions for anyone, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're perfect. You've got your own flaws, of course. But you still believe that you have always wanted the best for everyone. In every relationship you have had, you've wanted that relationship to shine. So these people came in, you would help them, you would uplift them, you would shower them with love and empathy, okay? You would do the best for them. But then you're realizing that however much you've done for these individuals, they have always refused to appreciate the beautiful things that you've done for them, okay? Now at this point, we already know that I'm talking about the relationship between the empath and the narcissist. And then you're looking back in years and you're realizing as well that you have been attracting a lot of these people. It's like they have been coming in one after the other one after the other one. You know, you finish with one, another one comes in. You end that relationship for some reason. Maybe you've traveled up overseas or whatever you do. You move to another country. You meet the next one. And now you're thinking that why have you been going in circles, meeting people who seem to be with a similar energy? Of course, you did not know at that time, you was not really awakened to this. But now you're awakened and you're looking back and you're seeing that there has been this pattern ever since you have started dating, okay? Relationships or whatever, marriages. And you're seeing that all these people that have been engaged for this period of time, they have been carrying a similar energy. Now eventually you have opened your eyes and you understand these individuals. They were usually narcissists. Now that's a very hard pill to swallow. Personally, when I woke up to that truth and I realized that pattern of narcissists flowing in and out, even some of them I couldn't even believe and expect. It was a shocker, okay? I will tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, that these people, they don't just fall from the sky out of the blue, okay? They don't just, by some coincidence, just all of a sudden, you know, they appear and then, you know, they ask you for a date and, you know, there is nothing like that. They do not just fall from the sky and just come around and propose relationships for you. Those people, they are guided by their masters towards you, okay? This war has been going on for generations, for a very long period of time, okay? We are just not aware of this. You know, this time now where people are waking up and they're realizing that there has been always this spiritual war that has been going on that we are not even aware of, okay? The war between narcissists and empaths has been going on for ages. Even for the Bible scholars, a lot of you guys, you know that even in the Bible, they're mentioning a lot of these narcissists. They've been everywhere. The war has been going on from the beginning of time. And the main intention of this war was always to stop the archangels from shining. They know, a lot of you empaths, you guys are archangels, I've told you this. You're the chosen ones, you're the star seeds. These people, they have always known that you're here to spread your light and to help people get out of darkness, okay? Me personally, what I'm doing on this channel, I give you a lot of insights and enlightenment about these so-called people, narcissists, the energy vampires. I give a lot of insights. So that insight is helping you to get clarity. That is number one. And the insights also help you to break away from this kind of individuals so that you can go out there and you can live in freedom. There's always a chance that you can meet an earth angel somewhere. There's always a chance that you can get into a healthy relationship. There's always a chance that you can always get into a relationship with somebody who is on a similar frequency. But you see, the problem is, the narcissists don't want you to be in a relationship with another empath. So these occurrences that you've been seeing, you running into these narcissists all of a sudden, they're just coming out of the blue. And now you're thinking that where were all these people coming from all of a sudden? Sometimes you're not even looking for a relationship, you know? They appear out of the blue. It looks like magic. All of a sudden they are there. You don't know how they came in. You don't know what they told you. So when they come in the beginning, they're going to confuse your brain, and they're going to twist your mind, and they're going to play around with your psychology to make you believe they're going to mirror you. And now all of a sudden you're going to think that, oh, finally I've got this person that, oh, they mean well for me, and you know, we can start this lovey-dovey relationship, and we can, you know, we can live in harmony, and we can start a family, we can make beautiful children, all those kind of things. Those are the things they're going to tell you. Only for you to figure out, ladies and gentlemen, so many years later, that this whole thing is fake. That's not a coincidence. The narcissists, they are agents of the devil, okay? Some people will be a bit uncomfortable when I talk these kind of things, because me, I told you that on this channel I go deep, okay? It's a very deep channel, and sometimes it can be very disturbing, it can be sometimes triggering. If you're not ready for it's not everybody is ready for this kind of content, but I know at some point in time, when the ready ones are, you know, when people are ready, they'll find this content somewhere. I'll tell you something, that there's a very big war between the narcissists and the empaths. The narcissists know that there's a group of people on this universe, on this planet, that have got a very beautiful soul. So I've told you guys, and so many people, even I remember doing a video, I told you, the narcissists are soulless. So I've been attacked in that video. So many people came, oh, you know, how can somebody not have a soul? Oh, this and this and this. Now I understand, like I've told you, that it is not everything that we say that everybody understands. Sometimes the language of the chosen ones. I remember a mate of mine called Eugene. Eugene said that if you guys want to go back to Eugene's video, Eugene has said 99% of the people cannot communicate with the chosen ones, because there's a language that we use and we speak. That kind of language and wisdom and knowledge, you do not find it in schools. You don't even read it in books, okay? Because we know all these things, okay? You guys have to understand that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And there are some of us have already been here before. So there are some of us, they are old souls, okay? Some of us have been sent here. Some of us have already reincarnated here so many times. Some of us are, you know, so there is souls on this planet that they have got knowledge that defies human understanding. People will be talking about things that you never learned in schools, and you're thinking in your mind, how does this person know this? Where are they getting this knowledge? Why are they reading their books? Where are they getting this information? How do they know so much? And most of the things they're talking about, they're accurate. So the war has always been going on between narcissists and empaths. The reason for this is because for them, you're asking yourself a question as to why you have been in darkness for 25 years. You have been sleeping with a narcissist for 25 years, 20 years. And you've always been feeling like you've been in darkness your entire life. You could rarely think for yourself, brain fog. You couldn't understand what was going on. You felt like there was always a problem. Yes, indeed, there was a problem. The narcissists have always been around to keep you in the dark. So the reason why you see them coming and flocking into your life like bees, they are on the hunt for empaths. They need their energy. They need your energy. And they need your light. Okay? For them to survive, because I've told you these guys, they're full of darkness, they need somebody to feed off of their light so that they can come around and you can help them to move on and to live. Because these are already soulless beings, okay? So these are people who cannot generate light within themselves because they're already full of darkness. They are corrupted souls. So for them to hang around empaths, it is helping them to thrive. That's why I've said many times in my videos that you are the narcissist's life support. So this thing of narcissists and empaths, it just didn't start yesterday. It has been going on, ladies and gentlemen. We are just too blind to see this. Do you know how it feels waking up one day for an empath and you finally figuring out that you have been involved with a narcissist for 30 years of your life? 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. You're waking up one morning and you realize that you've been sleeping with an energy vampire for 25 years of your life. Do you know how you can even start processing that information in your head? I was one of the fortunate ones. I spent 7 years, because I think maybe 7 is because 7 is one of my lucky numbers as well. So 7 years I was able to figure it out, okay? But some people are not able to figure it out until a later stage in time. 20, 25 years you have been with an energy vampire in your house and you didn't even know that. So you have been there, you've been there doing a lot of, you've been serving them. They are sick, you treat them. They are suffering, you are there for them. They need a job, you go for them the job. They need to go from A to B, you drop them off to work, you pick them from work. You give them your children, everything. They have been keeping empaths asleep for a very long period of time, because those people, they are afraid and they are very scared of archangels. They know that those people, they hold a lot of power within them. They know that they are very powerful on a very, very spiritual level. Those empaths, they hold very, very high ranks in the spiritual realm. They are highly favored by God. They have got a very big light on their head. A lot of these narcissists, because I've told you this, these are dark agents. They know about these people. So their mission is to hunt for them wherever they are. Most of the time when they see you around, that's why you hear a lot of this. A lot of times, people are talking about gang stalking, You just wake up one day all of a sudden and you just find some people, following you. Is like some people checking you out, and some people, they're everywhere. They're on your social media platforms. You feel like there's an energy following you, because those are the entities, those are the agents that are following you. Those people, they are dark agents. They're the ones who are gang stalking you. Okay? Now, for the ones who have got this enlightenment, of course, and the knowledge, we are less bothered with those people, because we know that those are very low vibrational spirits. And we already know that those low vibrational spirits, there's nothing they can do to you. Okay? You have got the power, you have got the authority over them, you can do whatever you want with them. And you know that they don't have, yes, they may have held you back at a certain point in time, slow down your progress, killed your light, or shut down your light, so that you never be able to remember who you are. So those people, they came into your life to keep you forgetting. So a lot of times, the reason why you see a lot of people, they are waking up at a later stage in time, that is because these entities have been around them for a very long period of time, and they have been always suppressing their light and keeping them in the darkness, so that they would never remember who they are. Are you guys following? So you do not beat yourself up because you finally woke up at 50. You woke up at 55, you woke up at 60, and you're wondering, how could you have been sleeping all this entire life? The mission of these individuals was to keep you as dark, as asleep as they could in the darkness for a very long period of time. Even the mission was to keep you asleep until the last day of your life. To keep you asleep until the last day on earth, so that you will never remember who you are. Is the reason as why I've told you in my videos. Those entities, the very moment you remember who you are and you have awakened to your true power and authenticity, ladies and gentlemen, and you have remembered who you are, the very first person who's going to run away from you, those are the narcissists. They are going to run very far away from you. They don't want anything to do with you. You have remembered who you are finally. After all these things, because I've told you these people, they are like, they work in what do they call it? It's like, they are linked up with each other, okay? So this spirit may have used your parent, of course, like I've told you. They could have used your parent to keep you asleep. But whenever you went to school, there was another spirit in school. It could have been your best friend, it could have been your teacher, it could have been the hostel manager or whatever. You went to the shops, there was another spirit waiting for you in the shop. So they have been working hand in hand with different bodies to do the mission of keeping you asleep, so that you would never remember who you are. Chosen ones. So you do not wake up one day and you think that, all of a sudden, how come that, I've been seeing a lot of these comments many times. I'm just giving you the background of what has been really happening, okay? And they are flocking in. It's like they feel like it feels like you are inviting them. You have always been inviting them into your life, okay? Those people, they have been working in patterns. They have been working hand in hand. They have been working in cycles. Wherever you are, they were there. Wherever you are, they were there. You have been gang stalked ever since you was a kid. You have been gang stalked from the beginning of your life. You just didn't know this. But you see, the good thing with this awakening, it starts to help you understand these things better. Because the war that you've been fighting, it being a spiritual war, you now know the best way to fight this war. Because whenever things are coming around, you understand, you can dissect all the patterns around you, and you can be able to protect yourself. So this can be done much more better than you used to do before. So the game has changed, okay? So that's the reason as to why sometimes they may try. Of course, like I've said, sometimes even when you wake up, they'll keep on coming. But for an awakened individual, it's a very big threat, and it's very difficult for them to get in. They don't have any way. The gates are closed, ladies and gentlemen. They do not have any way into your life. You know what I mean? They come in trying. Sometimes they will bring even the high-ranking ones, like I've told you guys in the recent video. They could even send the high-ranking ones. They do not have any way to get into your life because you are going to slice them in pieces. So you Archangels out there, you empaths, you have a lot of power. You know, the only thing why you're not able to realize this power is because you are still asleep. You have been kept asleep for a very long period of time. You are made to forget who you are. But when you have remembered who you are, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to get out the big sword and you're going to slice these demons in half. Because you know their game. You've been with them for years, so you have been seeing all these patterns they have been doing, all their games they have been playing. You have been seeing everything in front of you, so now you know how they play their game. So now you know how to counter them whenever they come. You know what I mean? And you know how to put them in their own place. That's the reason why they are very much afraid. They will attack, yes, highly awakened empaths, but they're also afraid of those individuals. So they proceed with caution, if that makes sense, okay? So this war that has been going on between the empaths and the narcissists, this is a spiritual war, ladies and gentlemen. It has been happening so many times. Many generations ago, thousands of years ago. It has just been a repetition, you know, because this earth is like a playground, so they all come in to play. You know what I mean? They want to take as many souls as they can. So whenever they see a shining soul, they attack. They see a shining soul, they attack. What do? They go to work. They put you to sleep. They start triggering you. They start putting this abuse in your head. They start manipulating you. They start putting all the kind of junk they can do in your head, because the more junk they put in your head is the more you forget who you are. So their mission has always been to keep you asleep for as long as it takes. But in my own opinion, I think the game is about to finish. Okay, the game is about to end. So these guys, wherever they are, who they are, they're going down. Okay, they are going down because fortunately there's people that are waking up. There's people that are now finally understanding what is going on, and there's empaths that are really taking back their power, and they're realizing that there's no more games to play with this kind of energy vampires. So it has been a continuation. Your life experience you're experiencing with these narcissists, them swinging in and out of your life, it has been a continuation of something that has already happened thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Generations of years, we're talking about generations. It has always been happening spiritually. Although these things manifest physically, but there's a lot of spiritual activity that is and has always been happening in the background that actually many people don't even talk about. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session with me, donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.